Okay, hi you guys. How's everyone doing today? This is JC the Catalyst. We are going to be going over True Rate Me faces from Reddit. If you guys have ever seen True Rate Me, it is where people submit their photos and they want to, you know, get looked at and see what they can possibly do to improve. So the things that we're going to be talking about are the natural and cosmetic options that are available. We want to look at everything that is possible. We're no longer in 1865, we are in 2024. So here are all the different things that are possible. So we have a 20-year-old male. And if we're looking at his face right now, we can see, let's start with the top, going from the top and going down to the bottom. Well, first of all, his hairstyle is possibly not the best. It's a little bit outdated. Um, but then if we're looking at the eyebrows right now, the eyebrows is a little bit, because it's blondish, it's a little bit light brown. So what we want to do is we want to darken those eyebrows. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to darken the eyebrows, and now it frames the face a little bit better. Botaga, uh, Bot, is it Botaga? Hey, how you doing today? By the way, if any of you guys have anything that you want to say in the comment section, say it, and I'll read it while I'm going over this person's face. So now, if you look at his skin, if you zoom in a little bit more, you can kind of see the not no, not necessarily the best situation for his skin because it's a little bit rough, and we want to make sure that we can find different ways that we can improve that area. So I'm zooming it in just so that you guys can get a better idea. You see what I mean? There's a little bit of cracks right here. There's a little bit of cracks in the forehead. I don't know if you guys can see the mouse, but I just wanted to give you a more so zoomed in close up. Now, if we were to do a side by side, here is the side by side of the eyebrows. Gives you a good idea, but we're going to smooth out the skin now. Now that the skin is smoothed out, what is the next thing that we're going to be going over? If you look at the jawline is a little bit asymmetric. So I'm assuming that he sleeps on his side. I'm assuming that on a regular basis, growing up, he slept on his side, and now we have this very asymmetric area on the left hand side, if you guys can see that, and then versus the right. So if we were to, let's say, even that out, the way that we would even that out would be with a jaw implant if you wanted to do that. There's nothing natural that he can do at his age. I believe he's 20, right? So there's nothing really natural he can do at his age. The only options he has is either Juvederm or Restylane, or he could do a jaw implant. So let's even it out and see how much of a difference it makes. One, two, three. And there we go. So as you can see right here, it's a little bit more even. We have a more of a full kind of jawline, a masculine jawline. But then I want you guys to also pay attention that we added a little bit of fullness to the cheek area because it was also leaning to the side. So if you guys want to see the difference, you guys see the difference? Boom. You can't see that much. It's half developed. And then we evened that out and filled it out. And yeah, and here's a side-by-side photo, guys, just so that you can guys compare to where we are right now and looking at his face. So far, we smoothed out the skin. We made the eyebrows a little bit more dense. And again, guys, if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. Even if this is a recorded video, you guys just let me know exactly what your opinion is on the different faces that we're going over. So the next thing that we're going to be looking at is his facial hair. Look at his facial hair. He doesn't really, again, because he's a little bit blonde, a little bit dirty blonde, we have a very light mustache. A very light mustache, and we can do a little bit of tinting. And if we do a little bit of tinting, that can help frame an overall kind of like goatee kind of look. Now, I warmed up his skin. I would probably do a little bit more color correcting, but I warmed up his skin because we're talking about Western beauty standards, which pale skin is not the most ideal when it comes to US beauty standards, having a little bit of a tan. Now, if you wanted to get a little bit warmer hue, then obviously that would be through carrots. Rather than just beta carotene supplements, I would say carrots, and it's usually about like 2 a day, but it would make the skin hue a little bit warmer. But we can see right here, it's a cleaned up goatee, and it helps frame the face a little bit better from side to side. Saya said, "Do you think Timothy Chalamet should get a goatee?" I don't know. I don't know if Timothy Chalamet should get a goatee, and I'm not exactly sure. But if you have any questions specifically on these topics, because we do other Q&As on other lives, but if you have any specific questions on this this person, we can definitely go over that as well. So what I just did right now, if you guys notice, I did thicken the neck and I made the traps a little bit bigger. So if you look at his neck before, he had, I would say, a little bit of a thinner neck, and we made his traps a little bit bigger and his shoulders a little bit wider, which would also add that masculinity. So here we go. And then if we were to go back to the original, this is what the original was. Do you guys think it makes that much of a difference? We go back into all the things that we did, which is darkening the eyebrows, smoothing out the skin because it was a little bit rough. He can do laser resurfacing. Laser resurfacing is kind of like one of the things that you can do to smooth out skin. It takes a couple of different treatments to do that. Warm the skin up, and then we corrected the asymmetry of the jawline, and then the facial hair, thickening the neck, made the traps a little bit bigger, and made the shoulders a little bit bigger. What do you guys think between the left and the right? The left and the right. What do you guys think? So these are the side by side. We have one more person that we're going to be going over right now. And here is the next person for Reddit. Boom. So what do you guys think of this person? And someone says, uh, Bodoga says, it does honestly. Okay. So you agree it does make a big difference. And Saya says it also makes a big difference. If you guys have any questions, let me know. So for this person, he is 23 years old. What do you think, before we start, what do you think is his potential? And what do you, let me know in the comment section of the things that you think could drastically help him. So if we're looking at his eyebrows, eyebrows is kind of like the big thing that he has lost. It makes his face look a little bit more androgynous. Although he does have a pretty good jawline. If we look at the jawline, it's pretty wide. But let's work on the eyebrows. So we're now going to make them a little bit thicker right now. And let's see, 3, 2. Well, first of all, his side profile is pretty good. I just want to mention that for you guys, just so that you guys can see a side profile. Now we're going to make his eyebrows a little bit thicker. And 3, 2, 1. Boom. So now we have a little bit more framing of the face because he did not have that thick of eyebrows. And then now I want you guys to pay attention to his canthal tilt. You notice it's a little bit kind of like downward. Let me see if I can zoom in just a little bit. Let's see. Do you guys want me to zoom in? Because I can do that. Let's see. Okay. So for the canthal tilt, it's a little bit negative, and we're going to adjust it. And here we go. And as you guys can see right here, the canthal tilt is raised a little bit higher. And I'm going to go back and forth just so that you guys can see the difference. We got negative, slightly negative, and then raised to a more so neutral state, slightly negative, neutral state. And here's where we are as far as the differences between of the two. Now we're going to keep going. Now we're at the, we're going to go to the leanness because we have a little bit of facial fat. If you guys can see, he has a little bit of facial fat naturally, and we're going to lean that out just a bit. He already has pretty much a thick neck, and then we have the prominent cheek area, and then we have the thicker eyebrows. But then look at the lip area. We have a very thin lip. So what do you do if you have a very thin lip? Well, one, technically, some people can do cosmetic stuff with the lips, but I would say as a male, possibly what you want to do is have a little bit of facial hair. Now I'm going to go and show you two different versions of facial hair. Um, you said the vid isn't working. Yeah, isn't working. Is there a delay right now with the video? You said it froze for like 2 minutes. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. Um, okay, it's working now. Okay. What did you guys what did you guys miss? So if we're adding a little bit of prominence to the cheek area, but then if you notice with a thinner lip, we're gonna add a little bit of facial hair in 3, 2, 1. So with the full beard, if you guys can see with the full beard, this is one version of facial hair that we can do, or we can do the goatee, which is this. So because he has a thinner lip, this can kind of like give a little bit more of a balance of like what he can possibly do. And if you guys want to see us side by side, we first thicken the eyebrows, raise the canthal tilt, made a little bit more prominence to the cheek area, and then the goatee and the thickness of neck. Do you guys think it made a big difference, or do you think it did make a big difference? Let me know in the comment section below. And then for everyone else, keep in mind that if you guys want to see any of my long form content, I do have long form videos. If you go on my page, I do have some videos where I do not just the face, but I go over the entire aspect of attraction with different people that said that they want to be publicly posted. And you guys can check out these videos. And then for glow up advice, I do have a brand new video that was posted for glow up advice, and a couple other videos that you guys can check out, including my live streams. Now, if you guys want personal help and you guys want to join the 24/7 texting line, it's where you can reach out to me and work with me, and I basically create a whole plan for you as far as like what are the things that you can do to glow up. The middle tier is the most popular tier. It gives you one phone call with me, 24/7 access. And then it's not just about looking good with your face, but we go over your face, your voice, your body, and demeanor. So hopefully this video was interesting. If you like this video, like this live. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one, guys.